This is Paul. Mail returned unclaimed on January 14th of 2013. Yeah. When I went to my grandmother's house on December 20th of 2012. Yeah. And this was, well, it's 2019. Yeah. We're going to have Christmas in 2 days. And I just want to mention the library is closed tomorrow and the next day. Yeah. Any uploading I do to YouTube channels, yeah, probably have to be from a different location. Now, I did not get notice of court hearings. I did not get the dissolution of marriage. Yes. And you didn't have the jurisdiction to dissolve the marriage because we have to go through the United Nations. Yes. Now, since you didn't have jurisdiction to issue the protection order because we lived on Guam, yeah. And since you didn't have the jurisdiction to issue the dissolution of marriage, it's a federal kidnapping. Now, I'm going to want you in prison. Yes. Now, this is very important. The Uniform Child Custody Jurisdiction Enforcement Act statement. Yes. Now, during the last 5 years, the child has lived. Yes. In no place other than the state of Washington, no other person other than declarant. Yes. The following places with the following persons. Yes. Now, this child custody jurisdiction is not actually yours to give. Yes. The custody of my 5 sons was taken from me. Yes. Without you giving me any notice or opportunity to be heard. Yes. And then you issued a dissolution of marriage where it was not the Uniform Child Custody Act. Yes. Now, if you would remove all, yes, of your actual crime, yeah, I'd like to reside with them, and I'd like you to do it right now, yes, because I'm going to want you prosecuted, yes, in federal court, yeah. Now, let's see here. This is just a few of the forms that the state of Washington produces. Yes, yes. And I thought we'd just go through some of them. Genetic testing. Yes, I mentioned that. I thought for sure I'd be testing the genetics of my own sons. Yes, my wife and myself. Yes. And then there was always that question of whether or not she did swallow or she didn't. Now, if there is, in the event mother and or alleged father refuses or fails to appear as ordered, yes, compel compliance through sanctions such as contempt, arrest, imposition of fines, terms, or attorney fees. Now, I'm going to want you to pay my attorney fees. I just thought that we should all have some genetic testing, Brent. Yes. Now, declaration of chain of custody. Where are my sons at? Motion and declaration of default. Yes. She filed one of these as Heidi Lee Hodges. Yes. Did you actually read the last name right now? Jurisdiction over non-moving parties. Yes. Serving on non-moving party. Yes. Time elapsed since service on non-moving party. Yes. Appearance of non-moving party. What is this? Granting? Oh, this is parentage. Yes. Now, order of default parentage. Did you get the email where I said I was the father of Brent? We're going to want to do some genetic testing of all of those in law enforcement. Yes. And I'm going to want your actual genetics. And then there's always the question, did my wife use my genetics to make any little boys and girls? Yes. Because you were going to use them as a communication system. Now, every time I find a child that was made from my genetics without my knowledge, yes, maybe I never find it. Yes. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe it never happened. Yes. I always leave room for error. Yes. That I could be incorrect. Yes. But if I was to ask my wife right now, yes, was there any time during our intimate marriage together, yes, that you intentionally spit out anything in your mouth, yes, with the intention of selling it as my genetic material so that, yes, you can make other boys and girls without my knowledge from my sperm? Now, if she ever answers truthful, yes, as in, yeah, I did, you as a county will find that as a father, I will.